Hello and welcome to the next episode of the Meeples Corner news show. This week we're starting directly on the website because it's more about what's coming next week than what happened this week. Because this week, to be honest, was very quiet with new games. The only new games we received were the two Parks game, Parks Viking and Parks Renaissance 2nd edition from Germany. They came in yesterday, but otherwise it was really quiet game week in regards to board games. But next week will be a real bumper week, so we can look at the games coming in next week in a moment. First, I just want to give you a bit of news. This week was the nominations for the Spiel des Jahres. They were on Monday. It's always a highlight of the year. This week was a bit quieter, I think, because there wasn't too much hype around everything. But the nominations are quite interesting. So we have the two awards in Germany, the Spiel des Jahres, that's the more family-orientated version of the award. The three games nominated are the Robin Hood game from Cosmos. That sounds quite interesting, and I talked to Cosmos UK. They are expecting it for the end of June, early July for the UK. Then we have Micro Macro Crime City from Pegasus. A very popular game, and for our family also a big hit. We for a while we played it every evening with a family, gathering around the map and looking for the crime happening in the city. Really good game. And there's also a second game coming in August, September. That was announced this week, and we're already taking pre-orders on the website. So if you solve all the cases in the base game, there's more coming. And then the third game nominated is the Zombie Teens from Scorpion Masqué, and really, family, kids-friendly legacy game. There's the first game in the series, Zombie Kids. That's more for the younger kids, and a bit on the lightweight scale. This one is more complex and aimed at older kids. And the good news, it's coming back in stock today. So if you're looking for this game, we're getting more stock in today, Friday. And then we have the kids game. There's Dragomino, a game we were selling for a while now. It's the children's version of King Domino. Very popular. My little one loves it because she likes to collect all the dragons, and she comes up with her own rules and playing it, and really good fun. I haven't heard about the other two games, but I'm looking into it because the children's games are quite interesting. Not so much for the online sales, but for the local shops, for family coming in and looking for games they can play with their young ones. So we'll look into these two games and see if I can get them. And then we have the Kenner Spiel, that's the Gamers Award, and we have three really good games here. The Lost Ruins of Anak, that's my personal favorite. I played it yesterday for the first time, and I was really impressed how good it is. But I already beforehand had heard of a lot of good stuff from our customers, and I think this one has the best chance to win. Then we have Fantastic Realms, a game that's available in English for a while now, but the Spiel des Jahres is always for games that have been released in a German edition for the first time in the last year, so that's probably why it's included for this year. And then we have Paleo from Hans im Glück or Seaman Games here in the UK. Unfortunately, like with a lot of the Seaman games, it's quite hard to get stock, and we had a few copies, but they sold out before Christmas, and I haven't heard about it yet, so we have to see when we can get more stock in. Yeah, these are the Spiel des Jahres nominees, and looking forward to the award ceremony later in the summer. But now we're coming to the games I will get next week. There's really large selection of interesting games, so that should be quite good. Good. We're back on the website looking at the games coming in next week. First game coming back is Restock. It's After the Empire, the retail edition. Was a big hit when we got the first wave in. Sold out within a couple of days, and we had lots of people asking for restock. And good news is we will get more stock in Monday or Tuesday. So at the moment it's still saying sold out on the website, but I will update everything during the day today, and then later today when the video goes live, it should be possible to place an order on the website. So After the Empire is coming back. Then we're starting slowly with the 2 Imperium games from Osprey Games. They were expected for June, but they're coming in next week. So that's good news for a change, so no delays. This seems to be on time. So Imperium Classics and Imperial Legends both are coming next week. Then we have 3 games from GMT coming in. We have Atlantic Chase. That's the first game coming. Bayonets and Tomahawks. It's the second game, and then the big one I'm looking forward to is Command & Color Samurai Battles. That's an older game that has been released by a Russian publisher, Svesta. They are more known for plastic models, planes and tanks and everything, and they have the little plastic soldiers for all different armies and historic periods. And they released Samurai Battles a while ago, and that was Command & Color's game using the Svesta miniatures and models. And now they releasing it from G&T in their typical Command & Color style with wooden blocks and everything. And I like the period, I like the kind of battles in the time, so I'm looking forward to try out this one. And like the other 2 GMT games coming in Monday, Tuesday. Then we have 2 new games from Plan B. It's the Equinox, a game from Rainer Nizia. There's 2 different versions, the green box and the purple box, but a bit like with the Pandemic Legacy, there is no difference in the content of each box. It's just different artwork and style, so you can choose which one you prefer. And then we have Hadrian's Wall from Renegade Games. That's quite popular with customers for pre-orders, so we're getting these in Monday, Tuesday as well. At the moment, I'm just checking the numbers. Yeah, looks like we get more than enough for all the pre-orders, and probably there will be a few copies left to go on the website for normal orders. It's always a bit tricky at the moment with the stock numbers. There's lots of items when they get announced for release marked as limited stock, so I always have to be a bit careful. But at least for this week I managed to get enough stock of all the items in to make sure that we can fulfill all the pre-orders, and most of the times have a few copies left for the website. Yeah, so Hadrian's Wall, Monday, Tuesday. Like all the other games, they all come in one big delivery, so that should be fun for the poor DPD driver. Hadrian's Wall. Then the next one is The Initiative, a cooperative board game designed by Cory Kunitskia. I hope I pronounce his name correctly. He was one of the main designers for Fantasy Flight Games, and I think he left Fantasy Flight Games last year and started to work as a freelance designer, and that is one of his first projects. It looks quite interesting, and I like the look of the comic book that basically links the missions you play together and tells the story. Is a really nice idea. So that's coming. And the last big one expecting to come in next week is the first wave of Red Rising. The first wave we get next week is only for the customers who already placed their pre-orders with us. And then hopefully 1 or 2 weeks later we will get more stock that can go up on the website. So yeah, these are the the big games coming out next week, but there's a lot more, especially smaller expansions coming out. So I'm just reading off the list quickly. It's the Ecos New Horizon expansion is coming. There is the Thingvellir expansion for Nidavellir is coming. Then we have, what is next on the list? We have the 2 small expansions for Draftosaurus coming, but these are very limited, so we will only have enough stock for the pre-orders and not for more. Then we have a restock of Rocketman coming in, and there was one more item on the list. Oh yeah, that's the only one I forgot to show you here, but I can quickly go there. We will get the next game in the Chronicles of Crim series. We get the 1900 set that's coming in as well. So yeah, so 1900 is coming. That's the middle game of the three-part series. So 1400 is already in stock, 1900 is out, and I think the next one is 2400. We don't have a date for that one yet, but this one is coming next week. So yeah, as you can see, there's quite a lot going on next week. Yeah, look out for blog post on Monday or Tuesday when the delivery is in for photos of all these new games. And if you have placed a pre-order, I will send out the payment requests Monday morning so we can start shipping once the stock is in. Okay, that's all for this week. Thank you for watching and see you soon. Bye.